Kevin O'Leary, he was on CNN, and he had a few things to say. He had a few things to say about Jeffrey Epstein and what's going on with him. Now, let's be honest. I'll be honest. I don't care about Jeffrey Epstein as much as some people might care. Like, it's not the end all be all if the Epstein files don't come out. Like, for me, like, I don't care that much that I need to see the Epstein's files. And if they don't come out, like the world's not ending because of Epstein. Like, life is going to go on. And that's how a couple of people feel. That's how a lot of people actually feel. That they don't actually care as much as people may think they do. Because he's dead. Let's be honest, he's dead. Now, there might be other people that should be in the same boat that participated. And if they are, hopefully that stuff comes out. But the main culprit, the guy behind the whole entire island and everything, he's dead. He took his life, apparently. That's what they say. He took his life. But, life goes on, man. Life goes on, man. He's dead. He's dead. So I'm not going to be too pressed about stuff that is coming out now about him. Although it might be a big topic in some people's eyes, it's not as big as it is for them as it is for me. That's all I'm saying. But let's tune into the video and see what Kevin O'Leary has to say about Epstein.
What they care about, look at the American economy right now. A lot of people had a lot of mistrust on the tariff issue. Economy's on fire. Indexes all-time highs. Every country on earth wants to cut a deal with America. The average person at the kitchen table is not worrying about Epstein. Don't give a damn. They want to provide for their family, and they are. America's working.
So
this is the American.
So hold on. Let me just say,
working.
Jerome Powell just announced that he's going to hold off on cutting interest rates again
Who
because
cares?
of the tariffs, and we've already started to see the inflationary pressures.
We have a lot
associated with
more
those
on the
tariffs.
economy later in the show, but just one thing that you said, Kevin, that I think is,
Epstein's alive?
No. There are two aspects of it. I mean, I think on the one hand, I think
if
you're
he was
right
alive,
that
that'd be
it's
something
kind of like a
different.
niche interest here, this Epstein thing. But the niche is
Right.
Trump's base.
He's not alive,
People in Trump's base. But secondly, on the broader picture of what is happening in the country and how do Americans feel about it, CBS YouGov poll asked, how do you think things are going here in this country? 61% said very or somewhat badly. That's not exactly a great indictment of the Trump economy. And then on top of that, to what I was saying earlier, on the Epstein files, this is what Republicans want. 83% want the files released. So I think both of those things is part of why Trump is having a hard time right now.
I hope they release them.
They're
He'll
not,
still be dead.
Yeah. He will still be
He's
dead.
gonna be dead for a long time.
But Trump lives and dies on his base.
Yeah.
And the base right now is, they're unsteady.
I don't understand why he hasn't released the files. As he said, it's one of the reasons I believe that they released today the files on Martin Luther King Jr., because now he's able to show, hey, look, I told you I was going to release the MLK file, the JFK file, and also the Epstein file.
Which is true.
It's going to take a little bit of time. I don't know the reason why. Personally, I don't think people are going to find Donald in that file as much as they think that they're going to. That's just my personal opinion, kind of knowing him for a decade and a half. Nevertheless, I want to see the file. I'm sick and tired of all of the conspiracy theories that are popping up. If you are a detractor, yeah, he's guilty of something. If you are a supporter, he didn't do anything. This is all nonsense. How about just put the documents in front of the American people, release it, and let us then examine the documents, as we call it in law, documentary evidence. It'll speak for itself instead of listening to all the nonsense.
I would love for that.
And I get that part, that people want to see what's in the files. Like, people are interested in knowing what happened, but some people really don't care. I don't want to know what happened on that island. I'll be honest with you. I want the people involved to be locked up. I want the people that deserve to be locked up to be locked up. But I want the people behind the scenes and that are actually dealing with the case to make sure that everybody involved that should be locked up gets locked up. That's all I care about. I don't want to know who he slept with. I don't want to know what kids were there. I don't want to know what sex scenes they did. I don't want to know none of that. That stuff does not interest me. It might interest some of you pedophiles, but it doesn't interest me.
Them to release the files. I am not at all in Trump's base. However, I care deeply about it because I'm not going to buy this argument that like these young girls were raped by what? That did they rape themselves? No, they got raped by people who are in powerful positions, and I want to know how many of those individuals are currently serving in our government in some role or the other.
Average American awake for 18 hours a day. How many minutes do you think they spend worrying about this stuff? Maybe they were raped, maybe they weren't. This is not what American families give a damn about.
Just to be clear,
they just don't.
we do know that there were victims, so that's not speculative.
We do know that there were victims. And the thing is, people can compartmentalize, right? And the reason why people care about this a lot, not just because of the very real Jeffrey Epstein sex trafficking and the crimes that were committed, it is the fact that Donald Trump himself spent years, him and his allies, promised their base, we are going to deliver the Epstein client list that's going to take down all of your Democratic enemies.
Bring it.
Yeah, well, yes,
Nobody
bring it.
gives a
Donald,
poop.
please. Donald,
Nobody
bring
gives
it.
a poop.
You don't give a poop, okay?
The
Other
polling-
people
Nobody
do,
gives a
including
poop.
people like me
speak
who
on
want
behalf of the
justice,
majority of
and I
Americans.
want to know how many of those people are in our government.
I don't know about
poop
that. The poll
about
seems
this.
to show
Yeah,
something
the poll
A lot of Republicans do. I mean, look, on the MLK files.
A lot
it's
of people
interesting
do give
because
a
the family
damn
did
about
not
it. Honestly,
want
I don't
this released in this way.
understand why.
And Bernice King, Dr. King's daughter, posted this on X not just a little while ago. Now do the Epstein files, as she says, with a photo of her father, because Trump's argument on the Epstein files is that people might get hurt by what's in this. He didn't seem to be that concerned about that when it came to the MLK files.
No, but Abby, they did warn the family that these things are coming down the pipeline and it's going to be released tomorrow. Aveda King came out in support of this.
Right, but
she
she's a
loved.
Trump supporter.
She is a Trump supporter, but she was pure, transparency all day long. Let's go. So, so maybe the family split on this idea that these files are going to get released. Ultimately, I do want to know, who killed, we know who killed him.
Listen, I'm not suggesting that it should remain secret forever because there was a date by which this would be released, but the timing of this very moment, I think her implication here is that it is being used as a tool to distract.
Everything in politics is used as a tool. I mean, we have to be
Everything is
For example, they turn around, they show this photo of Donald Trump's
Politicians
birthday
are
card to
liars.
Jeffrey Epstein.
All
Is
of
that
them.
not being used as a tool? Again, if you are a Trump supporter, you're saying, what does it mean? It has nothing to do with it. There's no evidence, there's no criminality. If you're a detractor, this just goes and it shows proof positive that Donald Trump was somehow involved in this thing. I keep saying, and people get angry at me, why are you taking a knee? Why are you kissing Donald's ring? No, I'm not. I'm not defending him. I'm stating a fact that in the decade and a half that I was by the man's side, I never saw him doodle once. He's just not a doodler. I write on the paper.
I mean, we've been through this.
He didn't write it.
There are a lot
nor
of
did he
images
draw
that
it.
Donald Trump drew.
Yeah,
And,
none of those were drawn
and
by him, by
auctioned.
the way.
So who drew them?
I won't say, but I have two
All right,
guesses,
so
and
that's
I'm pretty
some
sure I'm
news here
100%
that
correct.
he auctioned off photos that he signed as his images that he did not draw.
Well, a lot of artists, I guess.
Okay,
I'm just-
I'm not
just-
asking all of
I'm
you.
just being
Worst
clear.
case
But
scenario,
the
all
other-
this stuff's true. Does that in any way affect the American economy or what's going
No,
on with
There's
And-
more to life
and
than
listen,
the American economy.
gives-
There's justice and the fact that we might have pedophiles serving in our government right
Oh
now as
my
we speak.
goodness,
That's the problem.
horrible. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, what people care about is how to feed their families and how the economy grows and take care of their futures. This stuff is poop on a stick. Nobody gives. I got to stop.
If we want to talk economy, which we will,
We
what
should.
is Trump
That's
doing?
what matters.
Kevin
other than
O'Leary
providing
clearly doesn't
absolute
care about it.
uncertainty, injecting all of this into
Maybe
the
he
market,
might be in the
bond market's
files,
here,
who knows?
trying to wonder whether or not the debt that's coming from the
Epstein,
big beautiful
dead guy
bill.
matters? No, he's dead.
The value
Tell
of
that- tell that to his
value
I'm
of
just
the
joking.
government
Tomorrow
went
morning.
down
I guarantee he's
10%.
dead tomorrow morning.
Just joking.
Tell that to the victims and his
Come to the
base.
victims.
Okay,
It's his base.
every-
that cares.
It's his base that actually
It's his
wants
base
it,
that wants
even
it.
more than the Democrats. See, now what happens
is
the
true.
base is screaming for the documents. They're not getting it. All of a sudden, the Democrats, of course, are jumping into it and saying, hey, release it, release it, release it. And then the Republicans are now all on message saying the same thing, which is, well, you never wanted it before. Now all of a sudden you want it now. How about just do the right thing, do the easy thing, and then just release the file?
It's coming.
One quick thing for
That's
you, Michael.
fair.
I mean,
That's fair.
Trump sometimes overreacts to things like this. You don't think that the files probably have that much to do with Trump. Is he overreacting?
You know, I think he's getting bad advice from people that are within his circle. They're probably feeding to him, hey, you know, this could be damaging in this way. I believe he should just release the files, put an end to the conspiracy theories around it, and then let's just all move on.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Well,
That's fair. I agree too, man. As much as I don't care about it, you guys did promise it. Release the files, release whatever you got hidden and whatever is secret, and let the people decide how they feel about it at the end of the day. People in your own party, in your own base, want it. It might hurt some people at the end of the day, but the amount of people it will satisfy would be worth it, in my opinion. But again, like I said, me personally, I could care less. Right now, I could care less. He's dead. He's a dead guy now. He's a dead man. The only person alive now that has anything to do with whatever went on in that island is his assistant or whatever, Maxwell. And she's in prison now too. She's in prison for 20 years. So I don't think that they're going to try to bring more people into prison off of these files. I just think that they're trying to see who went on this island, who tried to participate in some of these activities. They want to expose people. Well, we'll see if they'll get their answers or not. Let me know y'all thoughts about this down in the comments below.